My name is Charles Joly. I'm from Chicago. I'm a world champion bartender, also the co-founder of Craft House Bottled Cocktails. Turns out I also know a thing or two about the Kentucky Derby and mint julep. I'd love to share my recipe, a simple recipe for a mint julep that you can make at home. Only 3 ingredients. If you've got a julep cup, great. Looks something or exactly like this. If you don't have a julep cup, don't worry about it. Just a rocks glass works perfectly fine. I'm gonna go with our mid-size cup here and start with our first of the 3 ingredients, and that is our sugar. You can use spoonfuls of sugar if you want to. I've made mine into a syrup because I like the consistency of it, and I also like that it's all going to become homogeneous. I'm not going to have granulated sugar in the base of my cup. So I'm going to start off with just 1/3 of an ounce of sugar here. You can see my simple syrup has a little bit of color to it. I use a raw sugar or unrefined sugar. It's got a little more flavor and it really ties into the bourbon quite nicely. Now I've got some fresh mint. I've picked off a bunch of leaves there. And you can see when you take your mint, strip down the stem, get all of these leaves, and then reserve the top because we're gonna use that for our garnish sticking out the top. It's gonna come back and bring this really beautiful aroma. Next thing, we're gonna add a tiny splash of bourbon, not all of it, just a little splash, and then we're going to muddle this cocktail. I want that liquid in the julep cup, so when I'm muddling the mint leaves, those oils have a place to go and they're actually going to infuse into the simple syrup and the whiskey. So it's just a gentle press and turn. You do not want to beat this mint up. And crushed ice is such a key part of the mint julep, and so I'm going to encourage you to do this at home. Take ice from the freezer, scoop it into your napkin, bunch it up into a little bundle like so, and then I've already crushed a bunch of this using my comically sized enormous Donkey Kong mallet. You can use a meat tenderizer or anything else. Give it a wallop. While you're smashing this, the nice thing is that this napkin is going to absorb all of that excess moisture, and so this isn't going to be sopping wet, and your ice is going to be nice and dry. So I'm going to add about 1/2 or 2/3 of my crushed ice, and then I'm going to get to the good part, the bourbon. Choose a nice classic bourbon. This one is easy to find. This one is called Bullet. It's pretty much anywhere, and it's very classically styled. I put 2 ounces plus that little extra in the beginning into this cocktail, and for me that is plenty. The julep is meant to be a slow sipper on a hot day. Then we're gonna top up with this wonderful crushed ice that we've had. I like to get a real snow cone vibe happening here. If you've got somebody that's not drinking booze as well, doesn't mean you can't make yourself a nice cocktail. I might make a really strong, say, Earl Grey tea or something like that, and kick the bourbon out and put that in. You do everything else just the same, and you're gonna have a really lovely cocktail. Remember, we saved those mint tops. We're gonna bring that back because the aroma ties this cocktail together so well. We give this a little smack here, and it brings up all the oils, really wonderful. And then our cup, we have our little reusable metal straw. I'm gonna sink that down with our... Good luck out there today. Please be generous with your donations. Thank you again for supporting the cancer support community. We absolutely appreciate it. Happy Derby Day to you, and cheers.